Hey everybody, happy Wednesday night. Excited to be here with y'all. It is just kind of a weird day today. It's kind of been gray, cloudy. It's like the sun wants to come out, but it doesn't really know how to. But anyway, we're going to start tonight just like we do each week and that we've done lately. We're going to start with a little quick word of prayer and just lift everybody up. Dear Heavenly Father, we are just so grateful that we are all here together today. We are grateful for the people who will watch the recording and the replay. And we just ask that you continue to bless us, guide us, and lead us in each and everything that we do. When we wake up each morning, just show us the way of what it is that you want us to do and how to live your word. We are grateful for the flexibility of what this business offers to us. We are also grateful for just the CEOs of this company and their vision and the fact that they created this and that we are blessed to get to be a part of it. If it weren't for this organization, none of us on this screen would even know each other, and we consider each other sisters now. We are so grateful for each and everything, and we ask your blessings in your name. Amen. All right. Hey, Miss Tammy, you popped on there really quick. All right. It is good to be here with everybody. So let's take just a hot second. I'm going to chat groups open. Go ahead and write down 2 to 3 things you are grateful for in the last 24 hours. Lisa, I think there's one I can't really say I'm grateful for. I'll be nice.
Your secret's safe with me.
No,
well, I want to know now. You can't say that stuff out loud.
Well, once I finish recording, I'll tell you. I just wrote down grateful for growth opportunities. I was thinking about what Lacey said in her live today with Tammy in Dream Team, and was it Dream Team or Auto Bonus? Auto Bonus, about how she pushed back. I can't remember what group it's in, and how she, there were pieces of homework that she was just like, I don't like this, but, and then she and I've been messaging each other back and forth because, there's things that she's not the most comfortable with that I am, and then vice versa. So we were talking about how we can help each other with that. But, with the being grateful for growth opportunities, all of these things that we are given give us an immense opportunity just for growth in and of itself. And like I would always tell my second graders, kindergartners as well. And it's not that I'm trying to talk to y'all like y'all are school children, but it just makes me keep this in the forefront, is that, I always tell them, I am not going to give you anything you absolutely cannot do, but I'm going to make your brain think and grow. And that's what all of these things are for. And they make our brain think and grow and just get better and better at what it is that we're doing in order to be the better leaders that we want to be. So I am grateful for growth opportunities, even though sometimes they stink. Go ahead and move into your I ams and jot down the things you are grateful for this morning or today. Excuse me. Okay, so we are on the 4th of the month. May the 4th be with you. And we know that tomorrow's auto ship day. If y'all did not see my reel about the funny teacher story, y'all need to go watch that because y'all will crack up because I did use that. But anyway, if you have an auto shipper for tomorrow, more than likely you have already messaged them and contacted them. I'm going to be honest and tell you that at one point I used to have like 8 people auto ship on the 5th. That don't happen anymore. It's my own fault. I don't have anyone for the 10th. Now, I do have a customer underneath a promoter that I do need to double check on. And you normally cannot check on, you can't go to a promoter's stuff and look to see when their customers are going to auto ship. I just happen to know this because it's her husband, and I got to keep track of that because it jacks her up if the auto ship goes through and she's not ready. So that's one I kind of pay attention to. So if you've got, let's go log in really quick. We're going to do a couple of things. Can I just tell y'all that I'm out of expand? If anybody wants to know, if anybody cares. If you have expand and you don't use it and you want to throw a few my way, you just go ahead and do that. All righty, so let's get logged in. And the first thing I want to do is I do want to go ahead and just go check our customer accounts really quick. We'll do rate of run in just a hot bit. Scroll all the way across. Double click next auto ship so that you can take a peek. Do you have anybody coming up on the 10th? And if you do, more than likely by now you've written them down. And if you haven't written them down, do so now. And the time to start having conversations with them about life is today or tomorrow, before you move into the auto ship. And if they are someone who uses Ultra, guess what? We have a new pretty color of Ultra that they could change and tweak for their auto ship. I have one on the 15th, and that one is written down. But that's somebody that I'm having conversations with all the time. The main thing is you want to keep in mind is that constantly keep those lines of communication and conversation going. If you are working more than one account, be sure you check the other account. I end up forgetting to check Charlie's account. So the other night when Tammy was saying, guess how many auto ships she has had to buy back? And what was it, y'all? It was like 12, 15 or 20. I don't remember. And I was like, okay, I feel a whole lot better because it has happened. It happens to the best of us. But the main thing is checking those. Nobody wants something that's going to come out as a surprise. This is May. This is graduation month. People are spending money on graduation gifts right and left. And so nobody wants a surprise. Then go ahead and let's go to the column where it says last auto ship and double click that. And I'm looking for anybody that auto shipped January, February, or December. I see someone right there. And they have not since. Okay. These people are going to go on to my reach outs list tomorrow. Reach outs and typically follow-ups. And out to the side, I'm just putting AS, and it lets me know that that they once had an auto ship. Oh, I see somebody I need to write down. So take a look at that column, last auto ship. So I messaged a customer the other day, and she's kind of been ordering piecemeal. She orders mixes for her mom. And so she's, at one point she did order all 3 steps, and then she kind of faltered off. And so now that we have this vegan mix, I honestly could not remember what it was about one of the steps that just did not work for her. And I messaged her because she had, oh my gosh, without asking me, for a sample, she ordered a whole box of heat. She gave it to her 14-year-old son. And I'm like, oh, girl, I could have given you some for you to try. So anytime you want to try something, you message me first. I'll have some. You can try it before you buy a whole box. Because I'm sure she was thinking, oh, my word. Anyway, so I messaged her and I said, hey, when you were thriving with all 3 steps, I remember there was something that bothered you, but I can't remember what it was. Was it the mixes? Okay, do y'all know where I'm headed? And she said, you know what? Honestly, it's been so long since I did all 3 steps, I can't remember. So I wrote her back and I said, well, the reason I'm asking is because now we have vegan mixes, dairy-free. Would you like for me to send you some in the mail, as a sample? And she's like, that would be great. And I said, I'll tell you what, let me go ahead and send you a sample of the 3 steps, and let's see if it's the mix that was what was making the difference. And so she's getting, it's been probably 2.5+ years since she did all 3 steps, but she's getting a whole new sample from me in the mail with the vegan mix in it. Now, I only have vanilla right now, but if you've got some customers that have kind of just fallen off by the wayside, and so I'm got a couple that I don't really know the reason, because they never would really come back and say anything when I asked them. So I'm just going to say, hey, sister, when you were thriving, was there a component that was bothering you? Was it the mixes? And I'm going to try to dig at it that way. And so who knows, y'all, I may end up having a repeat customer. I may have her come back. It may not end up being all 3 steps, but it might just be the mixes. We'll find out. But anyway, so that's a sample that I'm getting out, and she had thrived previously. So look for ways like that for people that you see that they have not had an auto ship even in a year. Message them and ask them, say, hey, when you were thriving, what piece was it, or what was it that stopped you from thriving? And if they say price, just say, would you like to work with me on getting your Thrive for free? Okay. We've got lots of tools in our toolbox to work with it that way. So I see people that are September of 2020. I'm going to go have conversations first in Facebook, in Messenger, before I bring up what I just was talking about. And these are people that I still see on Facebook, but I'm going to have some conversations first.
Hey, Sandra, while you were saying that, I had a thought, if you don't mind me jumping in here.
Oh, please do.
I'm looking through my customer list, and a lot of these people I've never ever ordered, but a lot of them are moms. So I'm making a list right now, and I'm going to send them a little gift or message or whatever you want to call it in Messenger on Sunday, and wish them a happy Mother's Day. So that's just like I said, nothing about Thrive, but just, hey, hope you're having a wonderful day, that kind of thing.
I like that. So as you can see, y'all can spend, you could spend 30 minutes in here writing down the names and so forth, but I just want to give y'all ideas. There's always someone that you can be following up with. There's always someone that you can be reaching out to. And if you ever feel like you're running out of names, go to your cloud. If you're somebody who's sitting there with 20 free accounts and you're like, I've got 20. Okay, that is awesome. Now let's see, what can you do to shoot for 10 more, 10 more, something like that. And Lindsay and I talked about free accounts today in the auto bonus group, 4K and auto bonus. We talked about how to do free accounts and how to get them. Tomorrow we'll be sampling. And so if you need some ideas for free accounts, you can get that in that Zoom or in that live. But pay attention to the dates when people have had something going on, and then you're going to be able to service them. So names that you can write down there. All right, we are going to backtrack just a smidge. Now, I don't know about y'all, but we went into May and I actually had some volume the very first day of May. Can I tell you how long it's been since I've had any volume the first day of May or the first day of the month? And it is because of the momentum that we've got going, that every single person has got going. Now, did I say my volume is out the roof? No, but I had volume. That was huge. So let's take a look at what your QV is for right now. Okay. my calculator, my calculator. Take that number for your volume, and you're going to divide it by 4 since today's the 4th. All right, now take your smaller number and hang on, y'all. And you're going to multiply it by 31. There are 31 days this month. Ooh. Let me double check my math. Okay. Well, I can tell you right now, the rate of run that it comes up with for me, even though I have volume starting the month, I don't like this rate of run. So what is it going to take me to do? It's going to take me working. It's going to take me getting free accounts. It's going to take me getting samples out. It's going to take me doing a lot of work, but it's also your team and those that are thriving with you and so forth. So I know it's not all me, but I know that the buck stops with me. And so take a look at what you're doing. A lot of us are doing the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I even sent a message this morning and asked, or this afternoon, and I said, all right, to Samantha and Tammy, I'm like, okay, what is it that I think I'm doing, but I'm not doing? And then I answered my own question. Yeah. So really take stock in what your homework is if you are in the boot camp groups, and what is it that you think you're doing, but you really are not getting done, and take stock there. Okay. All right, let's go into Instagram, and we're going to go into stories really quick. I don't want our time to go away without us talking about the changes and some of the algorithm changes that I know are coming up. And let's go find 3 people that you can comment on. And comment on one of the stories.
If you have to. I think all of us should have. This song is the fucking.
Okay. All right, so I found 3 people in stories that I could comment on. You can also click on their name, and then you can find something in their main feed that you can comment on and so forth. Okay, so one of the things I wanted to chat with y'all about really quick. So I follow Brock Johnson on Instagram, and if you don't, you definitely want to make sure you do that. One of the things that he talked with us at conference about just not even quite a month ago is already starting to change. We're starting to see some changes happening. So within Instagram, and he had a little interview blurb from the CEO, is that they are actually going to start giving more emphasis on originality. So you don't have to feel like you've got to copy and share someone's video that they've done in Reels. Okay. So, and like he said before, if you do copy or you hit share it and you share it over onto your page, you want to make sure, ask them for permission. And number 2, be sure you give them credit. But so originality is going to be given first precedence. Now, if you create your reel over in like a secondary app. And I think what he meant was like, not TikTok, not a reel you've done over in Facebook, but like there are apps where you can create your reel and you can do all the editing and the captioning and that kind of stuff within that app. The one I'm thinking of is the one Modern Millie talks about, and that's called CapCut. And so he said you can still upload reels from another app, and that's fine. One of the things that he did not specify is if they're going to start, if we're going to see less and less emphasis on, let's say Lisa sees one that Sonia did, and she wants to go in and she wants to take the same sound and she wants to, do the wording and so forth that Sonia was doing. She's not doing a side by side, but she's redoing it with her own mouth moving, trying to say the words that Sonia was saying. I don't know if there's a technical term for it. He didn't clarify if that one is one that's going to start getting seen less and less, but he did say more original content. So to me, what that means, and y'all pop in and let me know differently, but to me, what it means is that creating like your own video. So today, this is Teacher Appreciation Week. Even though I'm not a teacher, I know this. And so I went in and I told a funny teacher story today, and y'all, within no time, it had like a ton of views. Now I don't care about likes and stuff like that. I just want people to view things. And so that was an original piece that I created. So I think, to me, that's what he's getting at. Do y'all see what I'm saying? Okay, because like Lisa's genius with taking and redoing the words for things. She has no idea. Do you know how many of her things I saved so that I can go back 2 weeks later and re-say them? Or Natasha. I do the same thing with Natasha as well. And so Lisa just doesn't realize how funny she is. So he didn't give specifics on that kind of a thing. I have a feeling that we may be seeing that come. And y'all, we were at conference not even 4 weeks ago. And look at already the changes that are coming. So I was like, wow. Just goes to show that the algorithm, social media, and all of those things change all the time. There was something that he shared, and I cannot remember if I shared this with y'all. When you're adding your wording, did I share with you about how the colors mean something different? Like if you put a background color with your text, or even if you do the caption, so it'll do your words. Okay, hang please. I will show you. You know how like if you go into a room, red is a very warm and just like a bold color. Like we tried to paint our bathroom one time, our powder room red. It looked like there had been a murder. It was not a good thing. I had to end up painting it warm muffin. So there is a method to your madness with the background color that you use to your words. And I think this could even apply for stories. All right, hold on, I have it saved. Hold, please.
Sandra, I even think like, I know Sarah will do her shake and record it and talk on it and put that on there as a reel. And when I think of original content, that's the kind of thing I'm thinking of. And like what you did today, your own video, your own voice.
So Sarah, clarify for me when you do that. Are you already saying the words as you make it, or you're doing it and then you throw your voice in as a voiceover over? Clarify
so when I talk, when I'm making my shake, I actually just talk when I'm doing it.
Okay.
A lot of times what I'll do with my shake is I record myself making it. I've gotten it down now where most days it takes me less than 45 seconds to make my shake. And then I speed it up to like 2 times the speed. And then I'll put a song over top of it. And then I'll, type words on it. But if I'm talking while I'm making it, then it's just me talking in real time as I do it.
Okay. Okay. All right. That makes sense.
But in case you know, and I'm going to cover this in my reels and boot camp on Friday, Facebook reels can only be 30 seconds. Instagram can be a minute. So if you make a long one and have it post from Instagram to Facebook, it's going to cut it off. So that's why, like my shake, it takes me 45 seconds most days to make it. And so that's why I'll speed it up to 2 times and then just put a song over top of it. Because I figure if I try to talk and then speed it up, I'm going to sound like a chipmunk that's talking like this.
Okay, well then, and when I'm trying to do a reel, so like I've found a sound and I want to, sometimes when I go to record and do the own voice thing, mine skips over like 3 to 7 seconds and it misses that first part. And I can't figure out why it's doing that, but that may be something with my phone or human error. I don't know. Dang it, y'all. Don't you love it how you have to do something on your phone and then you can't find what you're looking for? All right, so red is obviously a bold color that's going to capture people's attention. Okay. Yellow was, I believe, like a very soothing color. No. That's one I want to talk about, though. We'll talk about hooks. I'm so sorry, y'all. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Blue creates trust. So if you have your words and then you put and then you change it to where it has the background behind the words, blue creates trust. Let me see. What are you saying? So are you actually in Reels when you do the video with your shakes? Sarah, did you see the question? Did you make a video or are you in Reels?
So the one that I make that's like 45 seconds and I make it shorter. No, I literally just set my phone up, take an actual video on my phone, and then I go in and shorten it in Reels later when I'm done. Honestly, a lot of things that I intend to put to music, well, heck, even some of them where I'm talking, I just do them on my phone and make it into a reel later. Because I may change my mind. I may think in my head, hey, I want this video for this particular content. And then later I come along and I'm like, nah, that's not what I want it for. And so now I've just got that video to go back and use it for whatever.
Yeah. Okay, so he posted these in Instagram like somewhere around the beginning of April. I can't remember if it was before conference or after conference, but blue creates trust, the blue background. Red demands attention and it will make people stop. He calls this the color theory on Instagram. Green increases action and feels fresh. I had said yellow was calm, but he said yellow creates energy and excitement. For me, I think sometimes that yellow background is almost too muted. So to me, that's why I think of it as feeling more calming. Whereas to me, green is go, green is energy, but he says yellow is what creates energy and excitement. And a pink background leads to compassion. And I disagree with this next one. He says it feels sophisticated. To me, pink looks like bubble gum. And it feels like more like I'm a 16-year-old girl, depending on what's going on in the video and the reel itself.
Hey, I
colors.
use pink a lot because it matches my clothes.
Well, and I was saying, and it's going to depend on what you got going on, you know, in the reel. And I like that shirt. That's the shirt I nearly wanted to steal from you.
Hush your face. I got Tweedledee over here to call me a 16-year-old girl.
My stuff's in black, so what does that tell you?
Well, Lisa, back in black, AC/DC over there. And then I believe it is on look around like April 11th. This is when I screenshot some of these things. So just jot the date down and go take a look. I'm not going to go through all of these phrases or it's going to take too long. He lists 9 phrases to avoid in Instagram. When you are, whether you're going live, whether you're doing a post, in the bio, you know how like we're changing up our bio section and so forth. Girl boss, don't put that in your bio. And don't describe yourself as a unicorn. But on April, it's somewhere around April the 11th, he gives 9 phrases to avoid in Instagram. And some of it's like when you're doing different things. Some of it's for in your bio. Look at you, Sarah. She's already working and she just shared a reel. Holy cow. Look at her go.
No, I just sent all 4 of you both of the reels you're talking about. The one where he's talking about colors and the ones where he's talking about the words not to use.
Okay.
I just sent them to all of you so you have them.
Okay. All right. Thank you, dear. And then, so if y'all don't follow him, I mean, like, I know social media is always changing, always, you know, I always go back to video killed the radio star. I mean, it is always changing. But he is to me the most up to date. And besides that, Lavelle hired him and he's working with Lavelle. So by golly, he knows what the heck he's doing. Is he really 24 years old? He looks older than 24. Somebody thought he was 24. Sonia says, yes, he's 24. I think he's older than that. But anyway, on April,
I wonder if he needs a wife. I know a little brown-eyed police dispatcher that's 27. I'd have a rich son-in-law, girls.
Yeah, you would. April the 17th, he lists, yeah, I think he looks older too, Sonia. On April the 17th, he lists, oh crap, where'd it go? Jeez, oh Pete, y'all. Right around April the 17th, hooks for future reels, like how to hook someone in. And whenever I taught second graders how to write a paragraph, we had to learn how to write a hook sentence for their paragraph to reel someone in that you would want to read the rest of it. And so this is kind of the same way. You're trying to hook someone in to capture their attention, and he's got some great tips and things to do. So that's what I wanted to share with you about some of the changes and so forth. I remember whenever I first started trying to do reels, I thought everything had to be original content from me, but I think we've been doing them enough now that we are comfortable with our own skin, comfortable with being in there, doing them. And so y'all are ready to rip off the Band-Aid and make your own content when it comes to your own reels. You know, Sarah's creating her content with her mixes and stuff. Y'all, I look so hideous in the morning that if I make my mix, people are going to go like, is that Yoda? But I'm going to do it because I have those little wings in the morning. So I'm going to do it in the morning. I'm going to make my mix and look hideous. Get in there and do that. Anybody have any thoughts for the good of the cause? Something you've learned this week?
So per Lacey's selfie thing yesterday, you should just make your shake in the morning because that's how you look in the morning and that's relatable. Have you seen my story? Well, I put that thing around my head with Justin this morning, so it kind of covered it up. But have you seen some of my stories recently with my short hair? That's literally, I mean, as my daughter would tell me, it's broken. But that's what I look like in the morning. If I come in with a full and I'm taking my capsules before my feet hit the floor, people are gonna be like, baloney.
Yeah.
Because if you wake up like that, who can relate to that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, yeah. And I've watched like 5 lives this week that I haven't done notes on. So I've got to go back and rewatch and jot my notes down and so forth. Because I've been watching them while I was driving and stuff, and you can't really do it then. But anyway, all right. Anything else? We are down to just a little over a minute. I appreciate y'all being here at each and every Wednesday night. We do have a local coming up here in Lebanon on the 19th of May. So if y'all are available, I know Lisa and Sonia, you both shared your stories this last time. Sarah, you've recently shared, but if you are coming, we would love to have you. And, you know, even in just 2 months time, our stories are changing. Tammy, do you live close enough to come? I don't know that she does. Tammy, do you live close enough to Ohio?
I live near Pittsburgh, so
Oh, well, honey, bless your heart. You're 4.5 hours apart, or 5 hours away.
yeah.
Okay, well, all right. Well, dear heart, anytime that you're in the area, the neck of the woods, you just let us know and we'll have you at our local. But
All
anyway,
right.
did anybody get a picture?
I did. I'm sharing it now.
Okay, Tammy, you're so good about that. Thank y'all. All right, I
Yep.
will see y'all next week. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.